Okay, this is a big question. What made you transition from gymnastics to dance? Did you not enjoy it? Do you ever feel jealous of what your old teammates have now? Do you believe you were eliminated too soon on the Greatest Dance? Hey guys, if you're new, I love it how the guy decides to start drilling just as soon as I press play on the camcorder. Life is just so great right now. You know what? It's okay. This video is going to be a little bit interesting anyway. Why not just have some nice drilling in the background, which some of these questions might actually be drilling into my soul. So maybe it's symbolic. Who knows? If you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin. Make sure to click the subscribe. I can't even speak. Make sure to click the subscribe button to become part of the motivators. Yes, that is my new name for you guys. Let me know if you like it or not. I had a lot of suggestions on Instagram what I'd call our YouTube fam. You know, I try and motivate you guys, and hopefully you guys are going to motivate others, and together we're just going to grow into this beautiful, motivating community. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Today's video, I'm going to be answering the questions that you were too scared to ask me. I am kind of nervous, which I'm sure probably you guys are too. Here we go. I feel like I need my brother here. Okay, this is a question I get a lot. If you could choose a dance coach in The Greatest Dancer, would you still go with Matthew? I think when I went for my audition, I was obviously just going to be so happy if any of them chose me. Like I had no idea if the mirrors would even open, so getting onto someone's team to go to live shows wasn't even on my agenda. I was a massive fan of Oti. I had been watching her through every series on Strictly, and I just absolutely adored her. So if I had like a preference going in, it would have been Oti, just purely because I knew her really well. But when Matthew chose me, honestly, I was over the moon. Being on Matthew's team was great because I had Harrison, Ross and Travis, and we got on really well. Do you believe you were eliminated too soon on The Greatest Dancer? I certainly do. Oh, that's really sweet of you to say. I think, to be honest, I didn't even think I'd get as far as I did. I have to say, when I did go out, I cried a lot. I was very upset. Obviously, I was so grateful for the time I had on the show, but when you get that far and you're just that close to the final, I think I was really hoping I'd make it all the way because I got that far, because I didn't think I was going to get past the first couple of rounds. To be honest, I didn't know how people would react, the public would react to my type of dancing, because it's a little bit different. I don't do aerials, I don't do backflips, so I was a bit nervous how people might react to that type of style, and I really didn't think I was going to get any further than the first couple of rounds. So to make it all the way to the semi-final, I was like, oh my gosh, I can make it all the way. And I have to say, I was a bit disappointed that I didn't get through. To answer your question, do I believe I was eliminated too soon? No, there was a lot of amazing acts that went a lot sooner than I did, and I thought they were more talented than I was, so there's no telling when someone's going to be eliminated, and often it's not based on their ability. Do you think you'll be too busy to do YouTube at Elmhurst? I very much hope not. I love YouTube, I love talking to you guys. I know when I go to Elmhurst I probably won't be uploading as often as I am now, but I'm definitely wanting to keep this up for the long term, so guys, don't worry, I will not be going anywhere. Have you ever felt like giving up dance? Definitely sometimes. There's been tough moments, but pushing through those moments I feel is where I've overcome the most and grown as a dancer and as a person. Okay, this is a big question. What do you like more, RG or ballet? So this is a big question because I grew up doing rhythmic gymnastics. That was kind of my childhood. That was where I made my name first, you know, becoming British champion, going to the Commonwealth Games. Ballet, I feel like I've really only just touched the surface. I've only done a few major productions with the Southern Youth Ballet. I feel like I can't definitely answer this question yet because I've experienced a lot of the things in rhythmic gymnastics, but not as much in ballet. From my experiences, obviously I've had an amazing time doing rhythmic gymnastics, but that career is only very short, so I feel like I'm only just touching the bridges of ballet at the moment. What is your least favourite person to dance with? My garage. I need to get out of my garage at some point, please. Do you sometimes feel like you're missing out on things because of dance? Definitely. Sometimes I see some of my friends, they're going out, they're eating ice cream, having a great time, and I've got to be training. I'm creating YouTube content or stretching or anything like that, and sometimes I do definitely feel like I'm missing out, but I know every hour is going to count and it's all going to pay off in the end. What's the worst thing about living in England? Lots of love. Probably the weather. I'd like it to be a little bit warmer but not too hot, so it is okay. The weather's not bad. I love England. I absolutely adore it. I wouldn't change much, just probably the weather. What made you transition from gymnastics to dance? Did you not enjoy it? Okay, this question I get a whole lot. I'm still not quite ready to talk very in depth about it, but it's not because I wasn't enjoying rhythmic gymnastics anymore. A lot of things happened. It got to the point where I had to choose between the well-being of my family and my rhythmic gymnastics career, and for me, family does come first. Basically, long story short is what happened. I was able to discover another passion, which was dance, and I had been dancing throughout my whole rhythmic gymnastics career, and it just felt like the natural thing to do is go into dance, and I'm so lucky that I've been able to unlock a new passion while doing it. I'm not afraid to ask, but are you a Christian? As on your bio it says God first. I get questions like this all the time, and yes, I am a Christian, 100%. I'd love to do some videos on that sometime as well if you guys would be interested. You know the real reason why TGD isn't returning next year? I honestly don't. I know that they had a lot of competing shows. I'm really sad that it's not coming back because I think it was an amazing and inspiring show for so many young dancers, and the dancers who were on the show, it was an amazing opportunity for them. Whether you applied for TGD or whether you were scouted. Funny story, I actually was going to audition for The Greatest Dancer on the first series, but unfortunately the audition date fell on when I was competing at the World Championships in Sofia, because at that time I was still a rhythmic gymnast. Obviously they had scouted me that year, and the next year they called me back up again and was like, do you want to audition? We'd love if you'd send in an audition tape. And so I was like, yeah, I'll go for it. I'll send in my audition tape and just see what happens. I might not even get through to the filmed audition stage. It all kind of stemmed from there. But funny story, I was actually going to try out for the first series, but I couldn't because of the World Championships. What's your most embarrassed moment? What's your most embarrassing moment? Funny story, when I competed for Great Britain at an international tournament in Bulgaria, I was walking on the floor to get in my starting pose, and I just had a blank. I had no idea where I was supposed to be starting. Was it that side of the floor or the other side? I think I walked back and forth about 4 times, and then I decided I'm just going to stick with this side and just hope for the best. Gladly it was the side I was supposed to be on, but I think so I had some of the judges giggling on the panel. Have you ever suffered from an eating disorder? No, I've never suffered from an eating disorder, but you can go watch my body image video. I'll link it down below. I've always had really good people to talk to, like my mum and my friends. Sorry, I totally got a call in the middle of answering those questions. It's got really dark, I don't know why. It looks all rainy outside. That is one of the things I don't like about England. But anyway, do you ever feel jealous of what your old teammates have now? Referring to my rhythmic gymnastics teammates. And if I'm honestly gonna answer, I would say yes. Like sometimes I see them at competitions. Wow, like I remember that life and I remember doing that and it was so fun. But I always remind myself what my goals are now, what I'm aiming towards now. And remind myself I've just got to keep working hard, got to keep my head down and focused, and I'm happy for them, happy that they're getting the results that they deserve and they work so hard for. I miss the buzz of competing sometimes, but I've got my goals now and I'm focusing on them and I keep pushing towards them. Did other gymnasts at comps and training give you grief? Or fake friends, I love you? No, yeah, I definitely did have some social trouble when I was doing rhythmic gymnastics, but also as a dancer you have social trouble. That's like with teammates and competition and blah blah blah. Wherever you're comparing yourselves to other people, there's always going to be some tension, so like I can completely understand why. But yeah, I did socially really struggle, especially in my first few years of competing. But you kind of just have to toughen up and get on with it. It made me a stronger person, it made me who I am today, and I'm happy that I had those encounters and I learned a lot from my teammates. So yeah, I think that's a majority of the questions. I'm so sorry if I didn't answer yours. Maybe I'll make a part 2 if you guys would like that. Comment down below any questions that you would like to see in a part 2 if I did make one. Guys, thank you so much for being part of this video. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was pretty scared, as were you guys. I tried to answer all the questions as truthfully and as honestly as possible. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click the subscribe button, give this video a like, comment down below, and I still can't get that last bit. Click the post notification bell to be notified every single time I upload so you don't miss a single video. Guys, I will see you very soon. Lots of love. Keep on motivating. and dream big. Make it happen.